Hello and welcome to the Swingtime Golf Series, the place where we improve your game and also introduce you to some of the stars of the future. Now, on this week's show, we're launching a brand new golfing magazine. It's on your shelves right now. We also speak with Heinrich Breinders, sure to be one of the top prospects in our Adopted Golfer program. And we've also got a rule and a few tips from ex-tour professional Roger Wessels. As you can see, South Africa has a brand new golf magazine. It's on the shelf, so go get your copy today.
The purpose of the Swingtime Golf Show and the Swingtime Golf magazine is really to give easier access to aspiring golfers to the sport. The special thing about the Swingtime Golf magazine is that it's going to be predominantly aimed at the entry-level golfer, but also from a family point of view. Essentially, what the magazine is aimed at is that, Dad would get the magazine, there would be some content for Mom, for Grandpa and Grandma, taking into consideration the senior golfers, and then of course, the kids, the junior golfers, kids just starting out in the game of golf. The Swingtime Golf magazine launches officially on the 1st of September, but it should be available in all good bookstores before then.
Over the past few weeks, we've been introducing you to some of the top golfing talent in the country. This week, we introduce you to Heinrich Breinders, who's one of the top prospects in the Adopted Golfer program.
I'm Heinrich Breinders. I'm at the Indiase Fancourt Foundation. I'm 19 years old, was a Springbok amateur, and I'm currently a professional golfer. I was introduced to the game of golf when I was 12. Started off from a 24 handicap. When I was 16, I was a scratch handicap. When I turned 18, I was a +3 handicap, and then I decided to turn professional. My goal is to be in the top 50 in the world, playing on the US and the European Tour. I'm currently in the Sunshine Tour, trying to do my best. I want to come in the top 20 for this year, and if I can see next year, then I'll try my best to go on the European Tour. In August, I'm a guest of Indiase Dr. Plätner for Invitational in Germany. My ambitions in Europe is to get my tour card to play on the European Tour circuit for 3 years and to get to the USPGA Tour. If I get funding, I would definitely go play on the European Challenge Tour events.
We close the show this week with some rules, advice and a tip or two from Roger Wessels.
Hi guys, Kalani Country Club. We have a water course running through the golf course from the top side all the way down to the bottom, and therefore we have many lateral water hazards, which you can take advantage of from the rules point of view, because you have 4 different options, and many times when I've played with guys out in the golf course, they've only really had a look at one option. Now, the 4 options that you can have with lateral water hazards is that you can drop to the side of the water hazard on the way that you entered the water hazard, and the one that people don't have a look at is the one that you can go across to the other side. So I always think, have a look at your options. Would it pay you to go to the other side of the water hazard? Obviously you don't go closer to the hole, but you can drop over there. The other one is that the water hazard snakes its way down the hole and you go into the water hazard. You can keep that point, if possible, between you and the flag, much the same as a water hazard. You can keep that point between you and the flag and go back as far as possible in order to give yourself a shot where you can have a go at the green again. And then the last option, as in all golf shots, if you take a penalty drop, you can take it all the way back to where you hit the original shot from and start again. Okay, the balls come in over here. First club length that we can do, mark it there like that. Put a peg in the ground, so you've got a spot to mark in. You've got 2 club lengths to drop the ball in. There's your second one over there. Okay, stand back and drop the ball inside the second peg, and away you go. Right, I've shown you my first option, which I didn't quite like. The second option that I have is to go across the hazard over there, the lateral hazard, and drop in exactly the same way, but on the far side of the lateral hazard, which might give me a different option to the flag. The third option that I have is that there are actually trees in my way over here, so I'm going to keep this point of entry into the hazard between me and the hole, and I'm going to go straight back on this line, which will give me a longer shot, but the trees will be out the way, so it'll give me a clearer shot towards the flag. And then the last option that I have is that when there are too many trees in the way and you cannot get the ball back into play, is to go back and play it from the original spot and start again.